Good morning, Santa Clarita. Welcome in. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is SCVI and I Lead Schools, Eye on the Valley. I am Matt Watson, and you, like I said, you're listening to Eye on the Valley. I'm so glad to have you. It is a lovely Friday morning, and we're glad you're here. You know, Eye on the Valley is a show, as I said, brought to you by SCVI and I Lead Schools. We are a network of charter schools here throughout Southern California. Every time I say charter school, people ask me, one of two questions. Either, how are you guys different from a public school, or what's the tuition? Charter schools are public schools. We do things a little bit differently, but we are funded in pretty much the same model. So we are a tuition-free public school network. All charters in California are. But we've got our founding campus on the west side of the valley at SCVI. Just there, just by a hair, it's in Castaic, but southern Castaic, right off of Newhall Ranch Road. We've got another beautiful campus here on the east side of the valley, I Lead Agua Dulce. Got campuses up in the Antelope Valley, I Lead Lancaster, I Lead AV. We've got Empower Generations, which is our Center for Pregnant and Parenting Teens. And, over the last year or so, if you've gotten used to a more virtual model of school and that's your jam, well, we've got a couple of different options for you there as well. We've got I Lead Online, fully accredited online school, WASC accredited, kindergarten through 12th grade. That's right, we've got teachers that can support your kindergartner with a fully online program, and like I said, that goes all the way through 12th grade. We also have a vibrant homeschool model, and when I talk about vibrant, we have got a wait list longer than your arm, but an amazing program, and it is still continuing to grow, so don't let that stop you from expressing interest or signing up and getting on that wait list. We are growing and looking to hire new teachers in our homeschool program. Our homeschool program actually extends across Southern California. We've got families in San Bernardino County, Orange County, of course, tons here in LA. So check us out at ileadschools.org for more information on our classroom-based schools, on our virtual schools. ileadschools.org will give you information on any one of our schools. So go ahead and check that out. Happy Friday, everybody. Man, is it beautiful out there. It is gorgeous. We live in the most beautiful area in the world, and if you're not sure of that, just check your rent or your property taxes. That'll remind you. We are rolling into another amazing weekend. It's a holiday weekend, things continuing to open up, and check this out. Did you see the news this week? There are currently zero COVID patients at the local hospital, Henry Mayo. That is great news. For the first time in over a year, we've got no COVID patients out there. Things are looking better. So grateful for our healthcare workers. Things are looking good. Now, I know that things aren't perfect. They never are, but, we've always got some stuff to work on. But, who better to work on those issues than you and I, right? And what better place to work on them from than right here in Santa Clarita? Are you with me? Well, where are you joining me from? Are you are you on the Classico, the AM band 1220, or are you doing the FM thing 98.1 so that you can get me in stereo? Or do you do what producer Sarah does and watch us from the KHTS radio feed right there? Good morning. That way you can peer in on us at the studio. If you are, you can see that my first guest is already here with me. We'll be with Monica in just a minute. Or maybe you take us on the go with you, listening to that KHTS radio app where we broadcast 24/7. No static ever. And I know a lot of you go to the website to tune in as well, hometownstation.com. You can listen live, or you can download the podcast of our show, past shows as well. So wherever you are, however you're tuning in, just relax and enjoy some time with us this morning. It's going to be a fantastic show. Always get excited about a Friday, but this Friday show is phenomenal. I mentioned how great this valley is, and that we live in, along with the need to continue to make it better. Well, we've got a few of your fellow Southlanders who are doing just that, enjoying SoCal life and working to make it a better place. I'm talking about Monica Gilchrist from Gilchrist Farm right up Bouquet Canyon, up my way. They're my neighbor, and they are doing some great things out there. We'll talk to Monica, like I said, in just a minute. We've also got Cordelia Winter-Dwyer and Ingrid Moon from SCVI. The two of them coordinate the Career and Technical Education program at SCVI. They're preparing our students for the careers that our valley needs the most heading into this next decade or two. We've also got Big T. He is back in his regular time slot at the end of hour number 2. You know, Big T is always so much fun and sends us into the weekend with a smile on our collective face. So I am excited. It's going to be a great show. Let's go ahead and get to it. As I mentioned, my first guest today is Monica Gilchrist, owner of Gilchrist Farm, just up Bouquet Canyon. After graduating CSUN, my old tomato, Monica got her master's degree from UCLA. Go Bruins! She has extensive experience in philanthropy, working as the National Resource Center Coordinator for Global Green USA, before becoming the Executive Director of the Green Hive Foundation and later the Deputy Executive Director with ICLEI, Local Governments for Sustainability. But her true passion called her back to the farm, where she and her team offer horse boarding, horseback riding lessons, birthday parties, weddings. They've got eggs, goat's milk soap, turkeys, hogs, and with everything opening back up, now is just the perfect time for you and your family to head out to Gilchrist Farm. Monica, welcome to Eye on the Valley.
Well, thank you very much. That was quite an introduction.
Well, I do enjoy the sound of my own voice, so thank you for tolerating it. We appreciate you coming in. So tell us a little bit about Gilchrist Farm. What's the history behind the farm and your passion for it?
Great. So it's actually where I grew up. This was my grandmother's home and originally her farm. My dad, back when I was 10, bought the neighbor's property and put a second house there. So it's 2 adjoining 7.5 acres property, making it 15 total acres. My parents are still there in a house on the property, and my family, my husband, our 2 younger kids, and myself live on the property as well. And so I've taken what my family started as a hobby, and I've had the privilege to turn it into what I think is becoming a really amazing business.
Well, what a great hometown story. That is awesome. So your family has been there how many years now?
Well, I came when I was 6, and
Okay.
my grandparents had it from the late 60s.
Wow, that's fantastic. And now we're a little bit less rural than we were back at that time, but offering that farm experience for families right here in town. Like I said, you're just up Bouquet Canyon, not even way up the canyon there. So now, what role do you play as owner of the farm and operating all the different things that you do? What role do you typically play?
Well, I like to muck the stalls.
Okay. Of course, who wouldn't?
As a typical business owner, I do everything.
Sure.
And I have to say, have built a truly incredible staff. So we have amazing support within my family, my husband's family, our local community, and our hired staff has been phenomenal. So I run and oversee an equestrian program where we give horseback riding lessons to children through adults. It's everything from introductory, basically how to be safe around a horse or pony, all the way through. We now have some competitive mounted archers. So our program is incredibly diverse. We do everything from driving ponies in carts, English riding, jumping, Western riding, trail riding. We have a really diverse and pretty phenomenal program.
Wow, so you offer classes in all these different types of riding, and you said competitive equestrian archery, so riding around, shooting arrows. Does that get dangerous?
It could be, but we do it really, really safely. So we start with the archery component, which has been a huge piece of growth for us over this past couple of years.
Okay.
And then we have a solid horsemanship piece, and then we combine the two. And it is a really incredible art and sport. It's a ton of fun. And we do it with our youngest riders hand-holding the ponies.
Oh, wow.
All the way up to, like I said, we have a couple competitive mounted archers that are working actually in June. They're going to one of our first competitions.
That is fantastic. And so can families enroll in these classes, and when do you offer them?
Yes, so we have everything from a private mounted archery 2-hour session to skill building series for the more serious mounted archer series of 3, and then you can build from there, to, a drop-in where it's something like, that's really interesting, I'd like to try it, but I don't want to develop a sport, I just want a little flavor. We have that more casual approach too.
Okay, and so Are these like private slots that families would sign up for? Is it just on the weekends?
Yeah, we do it 7 days a week for the private, and then
Okay.
we have series going on at different times. Excuse me. You can sign up. We have a mounted archery page on our website.
Fantastic. So as I mentioned, as we were doing our intro, things are getting opened back up, and so you guys do the private lessons 7 days a week. You doing okay? We're here this morning with Monica Gilchrist from Gilchrist Farm. She'll be back with us in just a second. Need to take a swig of water. But for those of you that don't know, Gilchrist Farm is just up Bouquet Canyon, just past Plum Canyon, maybe not even a mile past Plum Canyon, right there on the right-hand side. And as Monica was mentioning, they offer all different kinds of horseback riding classes if you're interested in and just getting more comfortable with riding horses for you or your little ones, or doing something a little bit more fancy, doing a little show riding, some steeplechasing, jumping around, or doing that competitive archery a la horseback. Then they've got classes for you. You doing okay?
I am. Sorry,
Okay.
I swallowed something wrong there.
That's okay. That's okay. Glad you're all right. Now, so you mentioned you do offer these private classes 7 days a week. But on the weekends, you're open to families. You know, we're rolling into a holiday weekend, and as things open back up, families are starting to, starting to log onto the internet and look around. What should the family do this weekend? What kind of things do you offer for families who just kind of wander in this weekend?
We do pony rides and petting zoo. We offer goat milking demonstrations. We're
Goat
open.
milking demonstrations. Okay.
So you actually get the opportunity to milk the goat.
Wow.
I'm getting it together here.
I tell you what, Monica, why don't we go ahead and take a break? We'll come back. We're going to talk about all the different things that Monica and her team up at Gilchrist Farm are offering, including parents. Summer camp is back at Gilchrist Farm. And yeah, I know it's been a long time since you sent your kid away to summer camp. So we'll talk about more of that when we come back from this break. Monica Gilchrist, like I said, is the owner of Gilchrist Farm. They've got docks for your horses or slips. I guess stalls is the word, right? Slips. They're horses, Matt, not boats. Anyways, they'll give you horseback riding lessons, host your birthday party, your wedding. How awesome would that be? Get married on horseback, kiss your new spouse, then turn around and ride off into the sunset. See ya, in-laws. Don't forget to tip your clergy. And they've got so much more to offer for you and the kids. We'll talk more about it when we get back. I am Matt Watson, and this is SCVI and I Lead Schools on Eye on the Valley. You are listening to your hometown station, KHTS.
KHTS strives to give the Santa Clarita Valley all the information they need. And when our computers aren't working the way they should, we call Resurgence, your true source for IT. Resurgence provides outstanding customer service while also providing the highest technical ability. They strive to do what's best to improve and protect your business. For more information on Resurgence, call 349-4114 or visit resurgenceit.com.
Discover the memory care your loved one deserves at Oakmont of Valencia, Oakmont's brand new luxury senior living community in Santa Clarita. Oakmont's innovative memory care program features stimulating and engaging activities in a soothing environment, as well as compassionate professional care delivered in the privacy of the residents' apartment homes. With 2 gorgeous outdoor courtyards, as well as an on-site movie theater, residents will enjoy a life full of vitality, dignity, and purpose. For more information, visit oakmontofvalencia.com.
Have you heard that you can attend college tuition-free for your first 2 years?
The Canyons Promise program at College of the Canyons can make that happen.
First-time, full-time students in fall 2021 are encouraged to sign up now for Canyons Promise.
Benefits include paid enrollment fees, access to program counselors, priority registration, and more.
Attend COC tuition-free.
Visit canyons.edu/promise now for information and important deadlines.
canyons.edu/promise.
Mend Cryotherapy is open. As always, they continue to clean and sanitize all equipment. Social distancing will be enforced and hand sanitizer will be provided throughout the facility. Temperature checks will be done daily on each employee and masks will be provided if forgotten. They have amazing welcome back specials, including the $99 Performance Package, which includes a cryo session, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, which boosts recovery of damaged cells, the aromatherapy oxygen bar, Nucom, and infrared sauna. There's also a beauty package with a cryofacial, infrared sauna, and more. And don't forget their extensive selection of health and wellness products, including CBD. Men Cryotherapy is open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, go to MEND, M-E-N-D, cryotherapy.com. MEND Cryotherapy on Newhall Ranch Road in the Gateway Shopping Center.
Bring your life. We'll help you make the most of it. Introducing 5 Point Valencia, a familiar place, and yet wonderfully different, with a fresh mix of homes, schools, parks, trails, and open space. All tuned to the way people want to live today. Learn more at valencia.com.
No contract pest control. Did you hear that? Yes, Unipest has no contract, low impact, affordable, and environmentally and family friendly pest control options with orange oil or other family friendly products. Whether it's ants, spiders, gophers, termites, or bed bugs, Unipest Termite and Pest Control has an effective, eco-friendly option for you. Call Unipest today for a free orange oil inspection at 661-BUG-7575 or visit unipest.com.
Thank you for supporting Duncan during the COVID-19 pandemic. Duncan in Canyon Country and on Bouquet Canyon is now hiring team members, shift leaders, and assistant managers. Duncan offers competitive pay, career growth, benefits, flexible hours, team member discounts, and a fun work environment. Apply at DunkinDonuts.com and search careers. Make sure to try the new avocado toast or grilled cheese sandwich. All Duncan restaurants are independently owned and operated by individual franchises. The Santa Clarita Valley runs on Duncan.
Why did Mercedes-Benz of Valencia win the Dealer of Excellence Award in 2019?
Because we strive to provide the most outstanding sales experience.
Mercedes-Benz of Valencia COO Chris Paz.
We know you have high expectations. Our stellar team will meet and exceed your expectations. That's why we were named Mercedes Best of the Best, placing us in the top 10% of all Mercedes dealers nationwide.
Find out how you can lease a new Mercedes for unbelievably low monthly payments. Details at mbzvalencia.com.
Your hometown station.
KHTS is the only station I listen to.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Welcome back. You're listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. I am Matt Watson, and you're listening to SCVI and I Lead Schools Eye on the Valley. You ever get that tickle in the back of your throat and you just can't clear it out?
Yes. Yes.
Well, that happened with our first guest this morning, Monica Gilchrist. She's the owner of Gilchrist Farm up Bouquet Canyon. They are back, and they've got so many fun activities for you and the family. Monica, we were talking before the break about some of the different opportunities that you have. You offer classes in all different kinds of horseback riding, show riding, archery, things like that. But you guys are also open to the public on weekends, just kind of gates open, wear your mask, but come on in. You were talking about milking goats before
I fell apart.
So that sounds like a lot of fun, especially for the littles, right? They get to play around with the goats. But what are some of the other things that you offer families that may stop by this weekend?
So every Saturday, 9 to 2, we are open for pony rides, our full petting zoo, which right now has 23 baby goats.
Oh, how adorable.
We have potbelly pigs. We have goat. We have lots and lots of goats. We have peacocks, chickens, ducks. It's a really interactive and fun space. And then we do these goat milking demonstrations where we show people how to milk, and then we give them the opportunity to do it. And you say it's for kids, but I can't tell you how many adults are so excited to to do it again. They grew up on a farm and this is their first touch back,
Aw.
or to try it for the first time, something they'd always wanted to do. So the goat milking is incredibly fun, and we're offering that every weekend. We also have ground archery. So you have the opportunity on a Saturday or Sunday to drop in and do a 20 to 30 minute session of archery with a trained range master who can keep you safe and give you some technical skills. And then we added recently axe throwing, and it is a hoot. It is
You are doing
so
your
much
best
fun.
to really just push your insurance off the page, aren't you? You got people
Yes,
out there
yes, I
throwing
am.
axes. Okay. I'm
Yes.
assuming they're off on a special range. They're not over there with the little goats.
They're not with the goats. That is absolutely accurate. They are on a very safe range, again with a range master, eye on safety all the time.
Okay.
It is so much fun.
Oh,
It's
I bet.
it's a really fun activity. It was inspired, a lot of the activities that we do. My own children have gone through Scouts BSA. And a lot of the activities that we do are things that they loved doing at different scout camps or different opportunities, and axe throwing was one of those things. And it has really been fun, and really particularly fun for old teenagers and adults. It's been a great time.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I can imagine the dads would probably want to get out there, moms as well.
Yes.
And kind of flex their muscle a little bit. And
We've always had the pony rides, the little farm train, crafts, a lot of things for the younger kids, and this really expands it on up to the moody teens. It gives them something really fun and different to do.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it just kind of. I can just imagine the family piling out of the minivan and, kind of like Mo Howard from Three Stooges. All right, you guys spread out. Older guys go throw some axes, shoot some arrows, and the little ones are over here playing with the goats. And
Yeah, and then we also, in addition to the pony rides, we have our pony wheel with a seatbelt. We also have added hand-led horse rides for bigger riders. So for older children, taller children, and then also adults can do a hand-led horseback ride around the farm as well. A really fun, very introductory experience.
Okay, so by that you mean folks that might be a little bit bigger, not little ones, but not as comfortable with horses. Never ridden a horse, or the last time I rode a horse I was 7 years old, had a bad experience, and so it's a little bit more.
Yes.
That is fantastic. That is wonderful. Now talk to us a little bit about the pandemic. I'd imagine just like everyone else, you guys had to shut down.
We did. It was just like everybody else in 2020, March, we shut all the way down. We literally put all of our horses together in a field and gave them a couple months off. They got really tired of seeing me. They were, we were scared to have any spread among even staff, so we let everybody go. And so it remained a very busy time for us, but it was not very financially lucrative.
That's right. You can't just power down the horses and walk away, right?
No, so we were really, really fortunate, though. We were able to begin slowly to add back individual private horseback riding lessons in a very controlled way. Right about this time last year was when we began to do that.
Oh, okay.
And then slowly but surely, we learned how to sanitize. We worked closely with the county and other horse facilities. We kind of followed the lead of what was going on in Los Angeles. And we found ways to sanitize and wipe down the equipment. We replaced out leather reins with biothane so that we could sanitize them every time.
Oh, wow.
With the pony rides, we began to literally wipe in between every ride. And it worked. It was hard and slow and all of those things, but we were able bit by bit to come back, and it's been great.
That's fantastic. And like I said, I think families for the first time in about a year and a half are heading into a Friday now, starting to ask that question that we used to ask, what do you want to do this weekend? Because before it was like, which puzzle do you want to do? Or which sourdough recipe should we try out this weekend? How many?
And this weekend is particularly special for us. We have an annual family campout, and we had to cancel that last year, and then we attempted to reschedule it to later into the summer when things were a little bit better locally, and then we had to shut it down for heat. It was 118, so we're prepared for heat, but it was excessive.
Sure.
So
118 degrees, let's go hang out inside a vinyl tent. Yeah.
We canceled this really well-loved family camp out twice last year, and so we're heading into it. It begins Sunday afternoon at 2 and goes through Monday. and it is families bringing their own tents and
Okay.
camping out at Gilchrist Farm.
How fun is that? And so now, are you fully booked? I'd imagine you guys
Fully
booked.
booked,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. What a great experience. And you guys do this once a year?
We do it once a year, typically
Okay.
this time of year, right around Memorial Day, due to the weather usually being pretty cooperative right now. And folks come, they pitch their tent, we help them with that. So folks that are a little nervous about camping, we provide some great assistance. And then we run basically our summer camp program for families. So there will be a 3-hour rotation where families can choose horseback riding, archery, mounted archery. They can visit with the animals. They can make crafts. We'll have a cheese making class.
Oh, wow.
And then we will end the day with a farm fresh meal with pork chops that we have raised ourselves, sausages we have raised ourselves. And then we'll start out the morning with the same, our own eggs, our own bacon. And it's a really, really fun time. We make s'mores, and it's really fun. It's a great weekend with families at the farm.
What a phenomenal experience and perfect time of the year, right? You've got young families that are thinking, you know what, we really need to start taking the kids camping. I'm not so sure about,
Yes,
let
that's
me go buy a
exactly.
new tent. Monica and her team will show me how to throw that up there, and we'll try and get reservations later in the summer somewhere. But you're booked up this year. Make sure you mark your calendars for next spring. It sounds like a great experience. But not the only experience that you guys offer out there. Again, we're talking with Monica from Gilchrist Farms. You guys have got summer camp.
Yes.
Summer camps are coming back. I know families are looking forward to that. So tell me about your summer camp.
This is our turning point weekend. It is so exciting. So summer camp is really the heart and soul of Gilchrist Farm. It's what we founded it for.
Oh, wow.
And I worked summer camp from the time I was 15 years old. So it was my first job ever, and I think it's going to be my last job ever. I love it. I only want to do summer camp all the time. So we start out June 1st with mini camp, and mini camp is for our very youngest campers. This is for children 2 years old to 5. That is not sold out. There is still room in the mini camp. It's 2 different weeks, and there's several options you can do: 2 days, 3 days, the full week.
And now I'm assuming this is just during the daytime, drop off and pick up.
It's 8 to noon, and it's either drop off and pick up, or for our youngest campers, it can be stay and play. So for those that are not yet ready to leave the nest, they
I
can
see.
come for a part of the day or all of the day. And the mini camp is preschool style, and it is really geared for the little ones. We ride ponies, milk goats. We do crafts just right for that age, and it is a ton of fun.
What a great way for families who are looking forward to maybe starting preschool or
Yes, that's
or
exactly right.
pre-kinder next year. Get them used to mommy dropping you off and coming back in a little bit.
It is so exciting because this year, so we've been doing mini camp for 3 years, and I have some graduates coming into summer camp this summer, and I'm so excited to see these were little toddlers being, chased all around that are now coming back. They've done riding with us in between, and they're coming back as full campers.
That's great.
Our full camp starts June 14th.
Okay.
It runs weekly all the way through August 6th. Our camp is phenomenal. It is 2 hours of horseback riding, horsemanship. We do a full rotation that includes, during the week, you'll give a horse a bath, learn how to drive a pony cart. We make treats for the horses, and we ride every single day. We learn how to handle them on the ground. So it's all horses for about 2 hours. And then we transition to our archery range. We have a full archery range with trained, certified range masters whose only job is archery. And we get to do that every day for all the ages, so all levels, really, really fun. And then we move into our small animals. So each day at summer camp, the kids get to milk goats, collect eggs. They get to work with the cows, hold the bunnies, the chicks. We'll be hatching chicks all summer. So it's a really immersive experience at the farm every day for a full week. And then we have a really fun water play area.
Oh, wow.
And in our water play, it's everything from a really gentle zone with just some kind of sprinkler type situation to a full combat with water guns.
Hit them with the fire hoses, yeah.
Yes, a lot of fun. We do roping, cornhole, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow.
And then we end the day in a nice shaded area making farm crafts, but it's not just all paint and glitter. We actually make goat's milk soap that the kids get to take home on Friday. So it's real soap that they have
Wow.
made. This year, we're introducing a fiber arts program, so they will be spinning wool from sheep.
You've got to be kidding me.
So super, super fun. And camp it's just an incredible experience. It goes 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. It's a week at a time, and we have kids that do the whole summer, kids that do every other week. Actually, Canyon Theater Guild up here, we have a lot of kids that rotate between us and them.
Sure.
And they
Wow,
know
what a
each
great
other,
summer.
and it's super fun.
Yeah.
And we're thrilled. We just heard they're back up and running
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
that is so exciting. So it really, really fun. And at this time, the first week is sold out. All the rest still have some room.
Okay, so now let me ask this first. Do you guarantee that kids will take a nap as soon as they get home every day? Because they're going to be wiped out.
It is inevitable. and I can guarantee they're not going to be clean.
Well, and that's experiences like that it seems like kids don't get the opportunity to engage in very much. And if you're thinking, well, I'm not sure if my kid would really enjoy that, you're wrong. You're wrong. Every kid would absolutely love this, even if they think they won't. Sounds phenomenal. So how do families sign up?
We have a website, gilchristfarm.com, and there is a page for mini camp, and there is also a page for summer farm camp. So you can enroll right there online, and it will show you if a week is sold out. So you can check right there, and it is really fun. And the thing about our camp that's really unique is there is something for everybody. The other thing that we really focus on is developing relationships, and we do a lot of classic camp stuff. So they're doing chants and making banners, and kind of that really fun summer camp element is right there woven through everything we do.
Sounds like some of the stuff that kids have even missed through the course of school this year. You know, that bonding, that social time, that teaming and just goofing off together that you know, schools, and rightfully so, have been a little bit worried about, a little bit tentative as we've headed back to campus. Gosh, what an amazing experience. Again, GILCHRIST, Gilchrist Farm, singular, just one of them.
There's only one.
GilchristFarm.com. So take a look there and sign your kids up for summer camp, because boy, your kids need it, and so do you, right? Now that's not the only thing that you've got going on. I saw on your website you guys have these goats. It's all the rage now.
Oh,
you guys do goat yoga on Saturday mornings? Tell me about that.
Yes, we do. So goat yoga is a really funny trend. It's something, it was brought to my attention a couple years back by a wonderful woman who boarded her horse with us. And she asked one day, hey, can I borrow your goats for some goat yoga? And I laughed.
Yeah.
and I made a little fun, I'm not going to lie.
Well, sure. Because if you can't make fun of yourself, make fun of other people. That's our motto here at Eye on the Valley.
And then I said yes, and I watched it, and it was so fun. So it's basically an outdoor yoga class, which is perfect for these times, and something that has been very popular for a long time that I wasn't totally aware of either. You know, doing kind of yoga in an outdoor setting is it's really fun and relaxing and regenerative. And then you add in the element of this kind of unpredictable, fun, interactive, bouncy, joyous animal. And as you're there relaxing and enjoying being outside and doing this really fun practice of yoga, here comes this little goat up to sniff you and jump on you and bounce all around and encourage you and engage. It is really, really fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. So is this just kind of open classes? Do people need to be experienced yoga practitioners?
No, it's really an entry-level experience suitable for all ages. It's really a relaxing experience. And if you happen to be a proficient yoga practitioner, you can certainly accelerate your practice. But if you have never done it, you'll be in great company. It's really great for all levels, and it is really a lot of fun.
Okay, so I could maybe get out there, stretch a little bit, roll around on the floor with some goats and not be out of
Yes.
place. All right, fantastic. You guys have also got a country store out there?
Yes, yes, we do. And we sell our handmade goat's milk soap.
Okay.
And actually, this shirt that I'm wearing is from a local woman who runs a shop called Sugar Bliss Boutique.
Okay.
And she has designed all kinds of great Gilchrist Farm shirts that we sell that represent everything from our spring farm classes to our archery program. And then we do have, depending, seasonally, we'll have pork, eggs, those types of things as well.
Okay, fantastic. It sounds like just a great place to spend several hours with the family, throwing axes, milking goats, playing around, doing a little yoga, horseback riding. Again, you guys are open weekends, 9 to 2, you said?
It's 9 to 2, and we began a reservation system, due to COVID, but our capacity limits have essentially been lifted, so you are still welcome to make the reservations, but we are now very able to accept all the walk-ins that come in as well.
Okay, fantastic. And now we say weekends. Are you also open 9 to 2 on Monday being a holiday? Is that just for the campers?
Just for the campers.
Okay.
In fact, the campers will arrive as we close on Sunday, and
yeah.
it's their farm through Monday.
Okay, so as you're making your plans for the weekend, consider heading up Bouquet Canyon. Now, I mentioned that you guys are close to Plum Canyon.
Yeah.
Can you give our listeners a little bit more reference than that? Where exactly are you?
We're on Bouquet Canyon Road, just under 1 mile north of Vasquez. So
Okay.
as you pass Vasquez Canyon Road, we're just under a mile, and we're up there on the right-hand side.
Okay, fantastic. One more time, your website is gilchristfarm.com. What a great way. If you've got littles, get out there, play around with the goats and the pigs and the bunnies. Let them get on a horse, maybe take a gentle ride. If you've got older ones, they're going to love riding the horses as well, throwing axes, and get your kids involved in the summer camp. Most of us missed summer camp last year, and gosh, I can't think of a better summer camp for kids. Take them up there for 4 or 5 hours. Just absolutely get them an amazing experience. Get them wiped out. They'll nap till it's almost dinner time.
Absolutely true.
Monica, thank you so much for joining us. This sounds like so much fun. I know it's a ton of work on the farm, but you seem to really love it. We appreciate you coming by today, and tell those goats to limber up and get a good night's sleep because I'm coming for them.
Perfect.
You are listening to SCVI and iLead School's Eye on the Valley. We will be right back. I'm Matt Watson on your hometown station, KHTS.
There are times when nothing else will do because you know exactly what you want. You want the Alamo, the taste of true Mexican cooking at its best. At Alamo, you're treated to a taste that is truly Mexican with an atmosphere to match. Enjoy a Cadillac margarita, try a mucho burrito, or sizzling fajitas. Voted the best Mexican food in the SCV and a favorite of former supervisor Mike Antonovich. Alamo Rotisserie in Granary Square, serving Santa Clarita for over 30 years.
Who says nothing good happens after midnight? Denny's is best known for their breakfast served round the clock, like the Grand Slam. But you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner in a casual atmosphere 24/7. At Denny's, the lunch and dinner menu has a variety of appetizers, craveable burgers, salads, and entrees, along with the best desserts in town. Wherever you live in Santa Clarita, there's a Denny's close by. If you're pulling an all-nighter or don't feel like cooking, get into Denny's today. Good stuff is happening at Denny's.
No words can describe the power of belonging to a group of close friends or being part of a family. Insight Treatment Center was founded more than 20 years ago to give teenagers a community of friends and family as they overcome issues like depression, anxiety, and trauma. The new Santa Clarita location is a COVID-secure environment where distance and good airflow are a priority. As a leader in providing intensive outpatient treatment to teenagers, Insight Treatment Center in Santa Clarita is here to help. Call 888-295-9995 or go online to insighttreatment.com.
Oh, can you believe it? My owner just dumped me in front of the bins in this trash enclosure. Now I'm taking up space and blocking the bins from being serviced. Can someone let him know that Santa Clarita's waste haulers offer free large item pickup or drop-off? Bulky items, like me, can be dropped off at their local facility for free, or you can schedule a pickup. GreenSantaClarita.com has the instructions. It's easy. Don't dump. It's better for your neighborhood and keeps me off the streets.
Gilcrest Farm is now open for your family's spring and summer fun with ongoing weekend farm visits. Enjoy goat yoga Saturdays through May. Capture lasting family memories with a family campout over Memorial Day weekend. And Gilcrest Farm Summer Camp is back for your kids. Gilcrest Farm is up Bouquet Canyon, just past Vasquez Canyon Road. Nostalgia has returned to Santa Clarita. All your family fun is happening now at Gilcrest Farm. GilcrestFarm.com.
Experience Frontier Toyota's all-new hot and exciting Toyota lineup. Serving the Santa Clarita Valley for over 30 years. Frontier Toyota, the Camry, Corolla, and Prius Kings. They're tops in Tacoma and Tundra trucks. Frontier Toyota, the new way of car buying. Shop from home at frontiertoyota.com or visit their showroom at Valencia and Creekside. Discover a whole new car buying experience with your friends at Frontier Toyota.
Hey, Ned, what's with the cape and tights again? Didn't the boss tell you about that?
No, this time I'm really a Pacific Air hero. I'm flying around keeping our customers cool with our WOW AC tune-up. It's Super Ned to the rescue!
Get in the truck, Ned.
Well, we're not letting Ned run around in tights.
But we are saving people every day.
Mark Schneider and daughter Kaylee for Pacific Air.
We're saving people from a hot, miserable home caused by an aging or broken AC system.
When you call Pacific Air, we know your time is precious, so we promise on-time service to save you time.
And right now, with every WOW AC tune-up, we will disinfect and sanitize the inside of your heating and air system free. We think you'll say,
when you want the best, call Pacific Air.
Get Pacific Air's WOW AC tune-up for just $77. Go to pacair.com, Pacaire. Remember, without the E, it's just air.
Your hometown station, KHTS.
Welcome back. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is Matt Watson, and you're listening to STVI and iLead School's Eye on the Valley. And if you listen to Eye on the Valley with any regularity, you know that I love to celebrate the holidays. So let's celebrate, y'all. Today is May 28th, 2021, and May 28th, it is National Brisket Day. Patty, do you like a good brisket?
I do like a good brisket, Matt. I really do.
So what are you thinking? Maybe a little brisket for dinner? Celebrate. There you go.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? If you don't like a good brisket, you're in luck. Today is also National Hamburger Day. So
I'm with that, too.
See, there you go.
Hamburger for lunch, brisket for dinner. Even better.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Patty, you're a true patriot. Celebrating the holidays. Wow. And you know, this just in from the Department of Redundancy Department. May 28th is National Hamburger Day, National Brisket Day, but it's also National Beef Burger Day. So, yeah, National Hamburger Day, National Beef Burger Day. So today, don't come at me with no turkey burger or that impossible vegetable-based thing that's been going around. No, sir. You know, I will enjoy a buffalo burger from time to time, but not today. Today is National Beef Burger Day. So enjoy that beef burger today. Like Patty said, maybe pick up a burger for lunch, brisket for dinner, and you're celebrating in style. Today, May 28th, is also National Don't Fry Day. So you'd better be grilling those burgers, you hear? Actually, it's not that kind of Don't Fry Day. It's a play on the words. The Friday before Memorial Day is a day to remind us all that as we begin the summer season, to protect our skin from the harmful rays of the sun. And you know, Patty, you and I have both got a bit of Irish in us. We've got that.
Oh, yeah.
We will both fry in about 5 minutes out there in the sun.
You could see through me. I am that pale.
That is the truth. He's actually on camera right now. Can't see him.
Yeah, no, seriously, can't see me.
So, do enjoy the weekend and that official start to the summer season, but make sure you cover up with a hat or some sunscreen. Make sure that you don't fry, okay? Today is also National Road Trip Day. Makes sense, Memorial Day weekend. It's National Road Trip Day, so maybe you're planning your family's first road trip this weekend, or maybe you're taking the weekend to plan your family's first road trip. Either way, maybe consider a little bit closer destination this year. I drove past a couple of gas stations on my way in this morning, and man, gas prices are just wicked out there.
Yeah,
so.
I got gas yesterday. It's bad.
It is. So I don't know. Does Tesla make like an RV, or I don't know? Maybe you can hook up the trailer to your Prius and do it that way. I'm not sure. Does a Prius have enough torque to pull a trailer?
I don't think so, Matt.
Okay. Well, anyways, think about a road trip, but also think economically. And guess what? That's right. You guys have waited 364 days for it, but today is also National Cooler Day. That's right. National Cooler Day, like ice chest?
Yeah.
Like a cooler. Today, National Cooler Day, is the day that we are reminded that, yes, there is a day for absolutely everything on the calendar. So, yeah, celebrate those minor holidays, but also the major ones, right? We've got a big one coming up. This Monday is Memorial Day. It honors and remembers all men and women who have died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. You know, there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for another. So, as you're sparking up the barbecue this weekend or heading out to the beach, please take due time to remember the more than 1 million Americans who have laid down their lives in service of our country. You know, also driving in, I noticed our city's got the flags and the banners of some of our local veterans up on the street posts. And I love that our city does that. It is just absolutely beautiful. So make sure that you take some time to honor those who have given their lives in service for us all. You know, Memorial Day is also a day to remember all loved ones who have passed away. It's a great opportunity to reconnect with friends and family who are gone but not forgotten, and a great way to connect your kids with their ancestors. And while you're at it, let's take time to commemorate the nearly 600,000 Americans that we've lost to COVID, and the 3.5 million people worldwide that we've lost to this pandemic. May they all rest in peace. And while we're remembering dear lost ones, let's take a moment to remember, do you remember him? Harambe. Do you remember Harambe? Yeah. Well, it was on this date 5 years ago that we lost him. It was on May 28th, 2016, that a 3-year-old boy fell into the moat at the Cincinnati Zoo and was grabbed and dragged by Harambe. After about 15 tense minutes, a zookeeper shot and killed him. He was a 17-year-old, 440-pound western lowland gorilla. The incident was recorded on video and created outrage about the justification of the killing. The boy had climbed a 3-foot fence and crawled through 4 feet of bushes and fallen 15 feet into a shallow, water-filled moat. Harambe then dragged him out of the moat, and although it was unclear if he intended to harm the child or take care of him, the onlooking crowd began to make more and more frantic noises, agitating Harambe, and as he grew more agitated, the decision was made to shoot him. So, Harambe, buddy, rest in peace. We'll pour one out for you. And when we come back, we have got another great presentation for you. I am Matt Watson, and you're listening to SCVI and I Lead Schools Eye on the Valley on your hometown station, KHTS.
A Royal Suite.
It is year 42 of Royal Suite Home Furnishings Memorial Day Parking Lot Sale. With savings up to 70%, how could you not visit Santa Clarita's American-made furniture store? Walk away with a new look for your home. Look for the Big 10 with manufacturer's discounted items. Slightly scratched items too at up to 70% off retail. Everything at prices you gotta see to believe. A Royal Suite Home Furnishings in Centerpoint across from Sam's Club. RoyalSuite.com.
A Royal Suite.
Sweet dreams. When you hire a CPA firm or tax preparer, you want a firm with people who understand you, your business and industry, and participates in your local community. You need a firm that has long-standing, successful professional relationships around Southern California with attorneys, bankers, and other CPA firms who can provide additional help to your personal and business needs. Denny & Company, LLP. CPAs that make life less taxing. Call 286-8860, 286-8860.
Chiquita Canyon Landfill takes the waste from our homes and local businesses and puts it to good use. With cutting-edge clean energy technology, Chiquita Canyon powers 10,000 homes each year by harnessing the methane gas from the landfill. So, the next time you wheel your trash can to the curb, feel good that your waste is on its way to making green energy at Chiquita Canyon.
Chiquita Canyon Landfill, our partner in sustainable living.
Traffic brought to you by the law firm of Owen Patterson Owen, helping Santa Clarita drivers recover from life-changing accidents for over 3 decades. Owen Patterson Owen, encouraging you to drive safely. Visit opolaw.com.
If you'd like to take your business up a notch, take a look at Elite Magazine.
Linda and Mo Hafizi, owners of our Valley's 2 leading magazines, the Magazine of Santa Clarita and Elite.
I'm so proud of Elite. It allows your advertisement to stand out. We distribute Elite to 50,000 homes and businesses. You'll find us in 1,900 local hotel rooms.
Discover how Elite Magazine can help your business. Call 294-4444.
Superior quality is second nature to us. Just ask our advertisers.
This is my town. This is my town. This is my town.
This is our town.
Hey, Santa Clarita, this is our town, and we're protecting our home and environment by recycling bottles and cans. It makes a difference here and here.
Take your bottles and cans to a redemption center or toss them in your recycling bin. Visit greensantaclarita.com for more information. This message is from Cal Recycling, the City of Santa Clarita.
KHTS AM 1220 and 98.1 FM Santa Clarita. It's 9 o'clock. Time for national news on KHTS.
Picking up the pace on Capitol Hill. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. The U.S. Senate now holding a preliminary vote on creating a commission to probe the Capitol riot. It needs bipartisan support to clear a procedural hurdle, but the Senate Republican leader has argued it's political and unnecessary, with congressional and Justice Department probes underway. That vote began after another one was postponed on a bill designed to make the U.S. tech sector competitive with China.
The measure would provide $50 billion for computer chip manufacturing and boost scientific research and development. Funding included in the plan also is part of President Biden's infrastructure proposal. Votes have been delayed, however, as some Republican senators try to attach amendments to the bill. The Senate was in session until early this morning, debating the measure before adjourning and restarting consideration several hours later.
Fox's Jared Halpern on the Hill. A vote on that measure is now expected June 8th. Heading into Memorial Day weekend, both the president and vice president have military events today. The vice president speaking a short time ago at the U.S. Naval Academy graduation in Maryland. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has this live.
Lisa, Vice President Kamala Harris issued a call to action in her address to the midshipmen, talking about the challenges facing the class of 2021 and calling them a fierce fighting force.
You are idealists in the truest sense. You are the embodiment of American aspiration.
Vice President Harris made history, becoming the first female VP to give the keynote speech at the Naval Academy graduation. Before arriving at the stadium, she paid her respects and laid flowers at the gravesite of Senator John McCain. Lisa.
Thanks, Tanya. President Biden will salute military families next hour, visiting Joint Base Langley in Virginia after an event with Virginia's governor on COVID progress. America is listening to Fox News.
Paid for by government.com.
Have you heard? A recent stash of 1881 Morgan silver dollar coins has been found. These gorgeous 1881S silver dollar coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck. Only a limited quantity of these Morgan silver dollar coins are available. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone interested in silver coins. Just call government at 1-800-973-3098 and you are guaranteed a mint condition 1881S Morgan silver dollar featuring the iconic S mint mark of the San Francisco Mint. But with limited quantity, you must call now. These 1881S silver coins are still in uncirculated condition. That is 140 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more, call 1-800-973-3098. Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-3098 now to secure your 1881S Morgan silver dollars before they sell out. That's 1-800-973-3098.
The search continues off Key West, Florida, 2 days after a boat capsized, killing at least 2 people. 10 were rescued, but 10 others remain missing, all believed to be Cuban immigrants.
Cubans desperate to flee the communist island have been warned for decades that the 90-mile journey can absolutely be treacherous. Open water, very few islands, big waves, and of course, plenty of sharks. However, things are so bad in Cuba, they still come. 10 Cubans remain missing. 8 were pulled from the water alive, and 2 were recovered dead. Their boat capsized Wednesday night just 16 miles south of Key West. They almost made it, and because it's 16 miles and they've been out in the water since Wednesday night, the odds of any survivors being found that are left remains pretty slim.
Fox's Phil Keating in Miami Beach. In Europe, regulators just approving the Pfizer vaccine for children ages 12 to 15, following the U.S. lead. Some of the popular features Costco shut down last year are coming back.
Costco's free samples and food courts will be back next month. Full sampling will be returning in phases, and Costco will bring back seats in its food courts. The tables will be spaced out and will seat a maximum of 4 people. About 170 of Costco locations will have full sampling next week. The rest of the 550 stores will bring it back by the end of June. Costco samples will be packaged and kept behind plexiglass shields. It's also bringing back churros to its food court, which it says will be new and improved, and it's adding soft ice cream. Ginny Cosola, Fox News.
Wall Street's rallying. The Dow's up 117 points, despite another report raising concern about inflation. Personal consumption expenditures, a measure used by the Fed, up more than 3.5% in April, more than expected. I'm Lisa Brady. This is Fox News.
I'm Stuart Varney, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Americans were feeling less optimistic about the economy this month. The University of Michigan's reading late this month declined from April, though it is still at a high level. Those surveyed are concerned about paying higher prices. Americans were buying more in April. The Commerce Department says consumer spending rose by 0.5% over March. The increase happened even though personal incomes declined more than 13% last month when compared with March and stimulus payments. The FAA confirms that Boeing has temporarily halted deliveries of its 787 Dreamliner jets to provide the government more information on the updates to its plane inspections. Boeing shares are losing ground. And there's a merger in the cannabis business. Hexo is buying Redican. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Ginny Cosola, invested in you.
Kitchens controlled by your voice. Sneakers that track your steps. AI-powered homes. In a world full of things you never thought possible, here's one more. Now you can get Allstate's quality insurance at an affordable rate when you bundle your home and auto. With Allstate, you can lower your rates, not your expectations. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company, and affiliate Northbrook, Illinois.
Thanks for listening to KHTS AM 1220, Canyon Country, California. K260CO 98.1 FM, Santa Clarita, California.
Loss of hearing can affect the quality of life. Santa Clarita Hearing Center can help. They specialize in both preventative hearing loss and corrective measures, including diagnostic tests, new technology hearing aids, cochlear implants, hearing protection, and tinnitus treatment. They can adjust your current hearing aids or fit you for new ones. Santa Clarita Hearing Center also offers sleep molds, swim molds, and musician monitors. Book an appointment today. Log on to SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com, located on McBean Parkway next to the hospital. That's SantaClaritaHearingCenter.com.
Thank you for supporting Duncan during the COVID-19 pandemic. Duncan is now hiring team members, shift leaders, assistant and store managers in Van Nuys, Burbank, Atwater Village, and Glendale Galleria. Duncan offers competitive pay, career growth, benefits, flexible hours, team member discounts, and a fun work environment. Apply at DuncanDonuts.com and search careers. Try the new avocado toast or grilled cheese sandwich. All Duncan restaurants are independently owned and operated by individual franchises. Hey there, it's Tori with your hometown station weather. Very warm today. Looking at highs in the low 90s, overnight lows in the low 50s. For anything and everything Santa Clarita Valley related, go to hometownstation.com.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
The following is sponsored programming and does not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of KHTS or its ownership.
Well, welcome back. You are listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is Matt Watson, your host, and you are listening to SCVI and iLead Schools' Eye on the Valley. My next two guests teach and inspire our teens in all sorts of ways at SCVI Charter School. Ingrid Moon is an iLead science facilitator. That's what we call our teachers. We call them something different because they do it a little bit differently. But Ingrid is a science facilitator at SCVI's upper school. She became a teacher after working for over 25 years in the interactive and technology industries, creating products for companies like Disney, PlayStation, Acura, HealthNet, and more. She is an unapologetic nerd, Star Wars and Marvel enthusiast, costumer, and wildlife rehabilitator. And Cordelia Winter-Dwyer, affectionately known as Cordy at SCVI, is a CTE, that's Career and Technical Education, and Theater Facilitator at SCVI. She's an active professional theater director with 15 years of experience in theaters across the country. She's a football fan and a singer, but most of all, she is a maker. Plays, models, art, food, anything that you can make, she wants to try. You can usually find her in the makerspace at SCVI working on what her learners refer to as neat little things. Cordy, Ingrid, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Well, thank you both for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to talking about these CTE courses. As I said, it is career and technical ed courses. So you guys teach these CTE courses. Tell me a little bit about that. What is CTE and what does it entail? Let's start with you, Ingrid.
CTE is called Career Technical Education, or I should say it's the acronym for that.
Right.
And if you think about how back in the day we used to have some vocational training at schools, so, auto mechanics or plumbing or whatever the schools could offer, it gave kids an opportunity to look directly into career skills.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's a lot more modern than that because obviously there's so many more job skills and jobs that are out there in different industries. So if you think about it, there's a lot more high tech and a lot more art, hospitality. There's a lot of different career options for kids now in these CTE programs.
And so you guys are developing pathways for kids to start their career training in high school. So how does a CTE program help learners prepare for either college or that career?
So I can jump in.
Please.
One of the way that they prepare you is by giving you pathway and direct instruction in your actual field that is also tied to the curriculum in high school.
Okay.
You end your pathway getting a certificate of completion of the program, so that it looks good for if you're going into your actual field of study, but it also looks great if you're going into college. You have done a specific set of curriculum that has prepared you for the larger for the larger industry, or for the industry at large, or the for college.
Mm-hmm.
And something that I really like about CTE specifically, especially if you're looking at either college or just going into the industry, is it's not separate from school. I know when I was growing up, any vocational training you did was like you had to get on a bus and go to another place.
Sure.
And you were just kind of tucked away because nobody, they weren't thinking about the guy who wanted to be a mechanic or the person who wanted to be a chef or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But at SCVI and the CTE program broadly, it's directly tied to the curriculum. I think Ingrid's classes can count as a third math or a third science. That's amazing to me.
That is fantastic. You're right, because we've seen over the last Gosh, I'm gonna date myself now, but over the last 4 to 5 decades, these types of programs, career training programs, have kind of morphed, right? I remember hearing stories about when my parents were in high school, they had vocational ed programs, and those were considered programs for kids who maybe weren't showing as much academic aptitude. Cordy, when you and I were in high school, it sounds like we had similar programs where there were maybe you would go to school during the day and then after school they would have these other programs. I remember at Saugus High School, cosmetology was a big, what we called ROP program. But this is a bit different, right? It's integrated with all the academic stuff.
It is.
It can also remind our listeners a little bit of maybe what we called elective courses, right? Ingrid, what makes CTE different from what we used to call or sometimes still call those elective courses in school?
Well, there's a wide variety of elective courses offered at most schools, right? So you can take any kind of one. I'm going to take creative writing this year or this semester, and I'm going to take, horticulture this year, whatever. I'm going to take screen printing. CTE is a lot more focused, so you're taking those courses maybe not just as electives, but also as your media arts classes or your third science class or whatever. They're both A to G courses and also electives, and with a focus toward a specific career or a specific area of interest that carries you through the whole 4-year program instead of just, I'm going to take journalism this year, or no, I'm going to take yearbook this year. So just a little more focused, I think, is the key.
So the way you've got me thinking of it is maybe an elective course is an opportunity for learners to dabble in something that they might enjoy, but they're not sure, or maybe dip their toe into a field that they haven't in the past. These CTE courses are more career pathways that when they get serious about something and they really want to develop that aptitude before they graduate high school, this offers them that rigorous opportunity to do so. And by rigorous, you talked about A through G. These are A through G approved courses, meaning that they will get not college credit, but they're approved by colleges and universities for transfer into an undergrad program.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
So these types of programs, they really align perfectly with the iLead School's mission and vision. And our listeners that don't know, SCVI is the founding school for iLead, and iLead is an acronym. Can you share a little bit about that acronym and how these programs fit into the iLead mission and vision?
Sure. So all of our programs that we put together should have some connection with our iLead vision and mission, some way to make them a little bit different, some way to make them, consistent with all of our various programs, including, for example, our IB courses, International Baccalaureate courses. Basically, we make an acronym out of iLead for a lot of different things. And the way we're looking at it right now for CTE is that it has an international or global perspective. So you're not just looking at, an industry that is happening right here in the Santa Clarita Valley. This is an industry that is global. In fact, my husband works for an international company, and he had a call this morning with people from Poland and England and who knows where. And so it has a much broader perspective from the business perspective in terms of international, whatever I'm trying to say. And then for the L is leadership skills and entrepreneurship, which are really the leadership. When kids leave this program, they're really going to have a much stronger foundation they're going to have a jump or a leg up on everybody else graduating high school who wants to get into this industry, because they'll have already been there, done internship hours, et cetera. So they're learning a lot of the leadership skills and entrepreneurship skills, whether they want to start their own business or just understand how the business works in their particular sector. And so that's our L. E would be...
Well, E is the entrepreneurial development.
That, exactly. A is arts. We have a very strong arts focus, not just how we're doing art, but arts in the sense of the craft of doing. It's kind of like liberal arts or a bachelor of arts. Like there's a sense of arts as a craft and learning how to do do actual physical work in an area. And then D is for design thinking, which is very consistent throughout our iLead program, all the iLead programs. Design thinking is a very important part of our culture, and that includes things like project-based learning and just thinking differently, critical thinking, different ways of approaching problem solving. So, and it's built into all of our curriculum.
Yeah. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. You mentioned
very long answer.
No, that's great. Oftentimes, we say iLead Schools, and a lot of people don't realize that iLead is an acronym for International Leadership, Entrepreneurial Development, Arts, and Design Thinking. And so we appreciate you bringing that up. You mentioned also the IB program, which is a very important program at our school. A lot of families bring their kids to the high school at SCVI specifically for that International Baccalaureate program, which is very rigorous, a very in-depth academic program. Is that a different pathway that kids can take? Can they integrate the IB program with the CTE pathways? How do those two work together?
They are definitely integrated, and Cordy can talk more about this in terms of, for example, how her program integrates with the IB theater and the arts. But generally speaking, a lot of learners come to our school to take the IB courses because they're internationally focused and they're much more rigorous. They're 2-year programs. Mm-hmm. They're like honors programs. They're very rigorous, and they can take as many of these courses as they want, starting their junior year. So at that point, they'll have had their introductory course and at least one concentrator in the CTE program, and then they can take IB courses, or they can do the full IB diploma program. Mm-hmm. It might be a little tough to do that and CTE, but they can at least take any courses that they're interested in: IB history, IB English, etc.
I mean, I actually think it's possible to do it. I mean, if you're full IB, that is, as Ingrid said, very rigorous. But I do think that with the pathways that we've laid out, you could do it. Do CTE and get your CTE certificate and your full IB diploma, which would be awesome. And if a kid wants to do that, then more power to them. And I will support them forever. And Ingrid and I will support them forever. But also, something that I find interesting about both programs and how they can integrate in different ways is, yes, you can do the whole CTE pathway, or yes, you could do the whole IB diploma, but you could also do pieces and parts of both, and really kind of design talking about design thinking, kind of even a bigger picture design your path through your learning. Think about the things that you want to know, that you want to learn about, and learn about them. If you want to take a course in coding from Ingrid's pathway, but you also want to take an acting class, you could do both of those classes. They'd be hard, rigorous classes. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, you could do an IB, you could do IB math or IB English or a number of IB courses. So well, yes, in that case, you may not necessarily be getting the full CTE certificate or the full diploma, or the IB diploma. The education that you get is tailored to you, but it's not just tailored to you by us. It's tailored to you by you.
Yeah.
It instills in you this sense of leadership and the sense of agency that I think, I don't want to disparage other schools because that's what this is about, but I've never seen that before in my life. And it might be that I've been sheltered, or I went to a very traditional high school, but I've never in my life seen that. It's so amazing to me that these kids can be like, no, I want to do this.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do. I want to be an actor who knows how to code and took IB English, right? Like that. I think that's amazing. And to me, if a college is looking at you and you're like, I can do all of these things, these are all of the things that I have specifically chosen to learn about, that's who you want, right? That's who I want in my camp.
Yeah.
In my foxhole.
And Cordy, you're absolutely right. I've never seen a high school that runs the way you guys run your program there at SCVI. And what's amazing to me is you guys are a small high school, about 250 kids. Oftentimes a high school that size just because of economies of scale, you don't have the opportunity to offer very much at all to your learners. But like you said, at SCVI, you've got several different pathways, several different programs, and you allow your kids to bite off the entire chunk pathway, whether it's full IB or the full career and technical ed pathway, or take these courses a la carte, like you said. And it's funny, in every industry, we take the end user and we listen to them, we consult with them, and we build our product around what the end user wants. Traditionally, we don't do that in education. We ask everybody except the student what they want, right? But in SCVI, you guys put the education in the kids' hands, let them choose their pathway, and you guide them, right? You don't just say, hey, what do you want to do? I don't know. Okay, we'll do that. Now, you guys guide them along the way. We haven't even touched on the passion project that your sophomores engage in, where they wrestle with this question. What am I passionate about? What do I want to do in my future? And then it's their junior year when they really have to make some of these hard decisions about, do I want to follow that IB path? Do I want to go a little bit deeper in the CTE pathway? It's all in their hands, but with great guidance. Now, I see here that you guys have an engineering technology program. Boy, talk about preparing the kids for the future. What's the focus of the engineering technology program?
It's primarily a track for those who really want more hands-on, science and engineering-oriented education. Traditionally, our school has been very arts-oriented, and we've been wanting so badly to bring in more STEM-related programs. And so this is our first getting our feet wet chance at doing one in an area where learners have really put in a really big, strong desire for gaming. Like, kids love gaming and they want to get into the gaming industry. They kind of all stopped wanting to be YouTubers last year, I think. Still a lot of those, but
they're just sick of being stuck behind that computer.
Yeah, I think a lot of them are figuring out that it's not as easy to be a YouTuber as you think.
Right.
But they're all interested in gaming and they want to learn how to do games. And so this engineering pathway is focused on getting them into the interactive entertainment industry. So it's still entertainment and arts oriented, but it's more about the technology side of that.
Wow. Again, and just really preparing them for the way the industry is turning. Cordy Dwyer and Ingrid Moon joined me from SCVI Charter School this morning. They lead the Career and Technical Education program at SCVI. There's a lot more I want to talk to you guys about when we get back, so stick around. We will be right back after this. You're listening to SCVI and iLead School's Eye on the Valley. I'm Matt Watson, and you are on your hometown station, KHTS.
Are you looking for educational flexibility and choice? Look no further than your front door. iLead Exploration's independent study program is passionate about personalized learning. Our mission is to inspire learners to become creative problem solvers, compassionate leaders, conscientious collaborators, and responsible citizens who develop a lifelong love of learning. Our families partner with a credentialed teacher to customize each child's educational path. Families access community partners to choose a variety of in-person, online, and at-home options to create an optimal learning environment for each learner. Our program also values community, and through a variety of field studies, service projects, park days, and family gatherings, we provide many opportunities to foster friendships. Because there are currently in-person limitations due to COVID, we are offering activities online through webinars and virtual field trips. iLead Exploration is a tuition-free, independent study charter school program serving grades TK through 12 in Los Angeles, Orange, Kern, San Bernardino, and Ventura counties. To learn more about our program, visit iLeadExploration.org. iLead Schools, free to think, inspired to lead.
No words can describe the power of belonging to a group of close friends or being part of a family. Insight Treatment Center was founded more than 20 years ago to give teenagers a community of friends and family as they overcome issues like depression, anxiety, and trauma. The new Santa Clarita location is a COVID-secure environment where distance and good airflow are a priority. As a leader in providing intensive outpatient treatment to teenagers, Insight Treatment Center in Santa Clarita is here to help. Call 888-295-9995 or go online to insighttreatment.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. here to tell you about my Giza Dream bed sheets. I made sure that they would be everything you'd ever want in a sheet set. I started with the world's finest cotton called Giza. It's only grown in a region where the Sahara Desert, the Nile River, and the Mediterranean Sea all meet. The long staple cotton makes my Giza Dream sheets ultra soft and durable. They come with extra wide pillowcases to fit over any pillow and extra deep pockets to fit over any mattress. Not only that, they come with my 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty. And now you can get the best sheets ever for the best price ever. When you buy one of my Giza Dream bed sheet sets, you'll get another one absolutely free. I personally guarantee that they'll be the most comfortable sheets you'll ever own.
Go to mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS or call 800-973-3927 and use the promo code KHTS. That's 800-973-3927 or go to mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS.
Your hometown station.
KHTS is the only station I listen to.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Welcome back. You're listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is SCVI and iLead School's Eye on the Valley. I am your host, Matt Watson. We're talking this morning with Ingrid Moon and Cordy Dwyer from SCVI Charter School. Cordy and Ingrid lead the Career and Technical Education program at SCVI, and well, gosh, the show just keeps interrupting our conversations. We're having these great conversations during the commercial break, and then Patty keeps giving us the signal that it's time to come back. So let's just go ahead and continue to roll with it. We were talking before the break about some of the different CTE, that is, again, career and technical education courses that you all offer at SCVI. I see that you have interactive entertainment. So talk to me a little bit about that. What is interactive entertainment? Is that just a fancy word for engineering, or is this something different?
It's a fancy word for the gaming industry, technically.
Okay.
Anytime it's immersive or interactive, in terms of an experience that you're using to entertain people, it's essentially interactive entertainment. And this may include anything from your console video games, your computer games, your mobile phone games, to VR experiences. There's a lot of VR arcades popping up. There are a lot of great new experiences at theme parks. Disneyland, opened their Star Wars land, and you can have an app during. So it's line entertainment, right? You have your app. You can go around between places and interact with things in the park. You can do the wand experience at the Harry Potter world or Harry Potter land at Universal, where you wave your wand and then some magic thing will happen in front of you. And those are really cool interactive experiences. Those are based on technology, and I really see the future of interactive entertainment taking off in a direction where it's not just coding. It's not just sitting behind a computer and making, short mobile games or whatever. It's really becoming a very high-tech industry, and the need for those particular skill sets beyond just coding are going to be very, very much sought after in the near future.
Yeah, and it's not just gaming. I remember years ago we used technology and then games were built that kind of followed that. But now gaming is leading the way in other areas as well. People are using these skills. Well, we've seen for quite a while now, the military is using gaming applications with the pandemic. Boy, the real estate market, we've got Phil Nordella coming up in about another half an hour. His industry has really opened up to VR as people have been nervous about going to visit someone else's home, right? So these are technologies that just blend across all industries. So
I've seen it in the training and development world as well, where like you could do your safety check or whatever entirely virtually.
Yeah.
As a training exercise, so that you don't actually get electrocuted by the things that are in the hazards that are in the way. So a lot of really great applications for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we talked a little bit before about choice. So what choices do the learners have to kind of guide their interests or their goals, their careers when we're talking about this CTE program?
wow, so many choices between these two programs. It's unbelievable. I'll start, and then Cordy, I'll let you finish because you probably have a longer explanation. Mine is very simple. You can take a coding track and or the technology track. So offered this year will be an introductory course, which basically teaches you about the industry, the business of the industry, what it means to make interactive experiences. And then we have Maker Design Studio, which is all about fabrication, electronics, just building the technology experiences around interactive experiences. And then the coding side, which will start with computer science principles, which will, it's really an AP computer science course that we're going to sort of modify a little bit to be more specific to our program. But that could be carried on to any like IT or any other job too. So, and then the following year, we're going to add on Unity game design, which a lot of interactive programs and VR are done with Unity. And then also additional higher tech model making, fabrication, things they would do at Imagineering.
Wow.
Since I used to work for Disney, I saw a lot of their amazing stuff there and how they work. And I really want to try to create the pathway for kids to go in that direction, because I don't even know how you would, in my life, I wouldn't have known how to become an Imagineer. So let's get them there.
Yeah, definitely. And then Cordy, on your side of things, what options do kids have?
So the arts, media, and entertainment pathway is a year ahead. We started this pathway this year during the pandemic. Super fun. But we're a year ahead. So you can there's the overarching arts, media, and entertainment introduction course, which is kind of everybody just learning about art and design and seeing what kind of industries are within the larger arts, media, and entertainment umbrella. So then we offer at SCVI, we offer acting, an acting course, like an acting pathway. We offer a stage production pathway, which is the technical theater management, costume design, lighting design, just the actual construction of sets and painting and all of that kind of thing.
All the behind-the-scenes stuff, yeah.
The behind-the-scenes stuff. Then we also have a film course, which is kind of how to make a movie, right? That's the kind of vibe. And then next year, we are going to be adding, we're also the early arts courses, just visual art courses, are also going to be CPE classes, so that you could also do animation, or you could kind of go into that kind of field, which I think is going to be really fun and super cool. And we have our amazing art teacher on board, and it's going to be I'm so excited. But what I think is really interesting about the thing is, or about the arts pathways, is that you can kind of, in some way, because of PBL, project-based learning, and because of this kind of voice and choice situation that we have at SCVI, you can do, if you're an acting student and you really are more interested in film than theater, that's totally fine, because we're working on the film and theater industries, right? But also, it means that you could work on projects with the kids who are in the film class. A lot of those kids who are in the film class are not going to have no interest in being an actor. So they're going to need actors for their projects, and being able to work work together with kind of your cohort within the larger umbrella of arts, media, and entertainment is like really cool. It allows for a lot of really interesting kind of cross-curricular work. It also and this is one of the things that I think is completely amazing, there's also cross-curricular work or cross-program work with Ingrid's projects. We're talking about, you want to make a VR experience? Well, maybe in that VR experience, you need art and stuff that you can't make because you're not necessarily an artist. Well, now you've got a cohort of people who maybe can help you with that. And you maybe in one of our kind of cohort meetings, you pitch ideas, and you're like, oh, I want to work on this for our portfolio. And it's like, oh, great, yeah, I would love to do that. That's the stuff that I think that's where the real goal is. The tracks are great, but also it's the stuff it's the gravity of the tracks. It brings stuff in. It brings people closer together.
Cordy, you just blew my mind, because as you're talking, I'm thinking this is the way the elite art colleges in the world are designed, right? Before my son chose San Francisco State, we looked at a couple of different art colleges in San Francisco, and he was looking at fashion design, and they were talking about how they would be working in cohorts with some people studying photography, others studying fashion design, others studying cosmetology, and they would work together to put on different shows and presentations and marketing programs. Your kids are developing these types of relationships, collaborations at 14, 15 years old as freshmen in high school. That is just incredible. And let me say it again. Sure, this type of program might be possible in a high school where you've got 3,000, 4,000 kids and you can afford to develop all these different types of programs. You guys are doing it with an enrollment of 250 kids where every teacher, the school director knows every kid's first and last name. This is incredible. So it almost seems silly to ask why, but Ingrid, why did you guys choose the structure that you did? It seems to be working so well, but talk us through the kind of the thought process as you guys were designing this program.
Oh wow, that's that's a big ask. Let's see. The primary thing is that the CTE program is structured it's a national and a state program, and so they have specific requirements within each industry sector. And so it's really about piecing together the things that are based on what your student interests really are. And our kids are really into these particular types of courses. And that's basically what we structured it around. That and what our resources are. We happen to have a really fantastic makerspace. Yeah. We happen to have a really fantastic theater space. These are really great opportunities for us to put stuff together around the resources. And of course we have people like Cordy and a lot of other facilitators who have tremendous amounts of experience in these areas. So it's really about structuring what the students are interested in and understanding their goals and building things around them that fit the industry requirements. Like I could have probably had interactive media be under a different sector. Mm-hmm. But what I really loved about it was the engineering technology sector was really about all those skills for behind the scenes building these and creating these things, as opposed to a different approach, which might be for example, being in front of the camera versus being behind the camera, being on the stage versus being behind the stage, right? Sure. And Cordy's programs offer those opportunities, and mine is more technology side. So it's really just about trying to provide as many different choices as we possibly can based on what the kids want and what we have the availability to provide.
We're talking this morning with Ingrid Moon and Cordy Dwyer from SCVI. They're developing SCVI's Career and Technical Education Program. Now, I want to ask kind of a cynical question. That's kind of who I am, but I also know, I've been a parent for a while, and I know how parents think. When I was 14 years old, I had no idea. I had a good idea what I wanted to do. I didn't end up doing it because kids change their mind, right? So what happens if, and I'm assuming when, I've got to imagine that this happens pretty often. What happens if and when a learner starts down a certain pathway and then they change their mind? They have an experience, maybe they learn about the industry and decide, you know what, this really isn't my jam. What happens if they start down a pathway and they have a change of heart?
There's a lot of different ways to look at that. One is that their career could go in a different direction or in a different industry, but they still have a lot of skills to take with them. So if they've been doing computer programming or they've been doing theater tech or something that can carry into other industries or other jobs, or for example, they may go and decide, I'm going to become a lawyer and I'm going to be an entertainment lawyer because I have this huge entertainment background from my amazing high school experience. So you never really know where it could go. Also, things that we learn in Maker Design Studio will, it's about robotics and drones and all kinds of things. They could go on to become professional drone pilots. They could go on to become, which is a thing, by the way. Apparently, there's like a career in drone piloting,
right?
Not just in the military. They could go on to become, a doctor and be using technology and robotics or lasers or something in their work. So the things that they're learning don't necessarily force them into a path. It gives them a great experience to draw from in whatever path they end up choosing ultimately.
Sure, and it could be. I'm sorry, Cordy, go right ahead.
I think there's something that it both answers this question and the previous question for me, which I just thought of. The other thing is you're learning to collaborate, right? That is a skill that is absolutely broad. Like it is as wide as a thing can be, because it makes you eminently hireable.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be in a group that, I want to work in a group that relies on each other and I can take the lead on some things and not the lead on other things. That's what you're learning in these classes. I mean, you might be in the acting track, and then, through conversations and your experiences in the industry, you might go, oh, you know what? I do not want to be an actor. But boy, did I learn how to work as a team and be self-motivated and think about things outside of the box. Like, those are all the skills that you learn. So even if you don't want to do the, I know how to do Strindberg now, like you can say, well, but I did learn a lot of stuff that I can carry with me. I just think that is just, oh God, I wish I had this in high school. I'm not even
And it's one of those skills that's never going to be obsolete, right?
Right.
Regardless of whatever industry you're going into goes, it's going to continue to morph and change. But if you don't know how to work with others, it doesn't matter how innovative, how experienced, how bright you are. If you can't work with others, you're going to work your way out of a lot of jobs. On the other hand, if you are lacking maybe a little bit of the experience and the know-how, but you work well with others, you can pick up anything. Your bosses typically or your colleagues are going to be willing to teach you whatever else you need to know.
Yep.
It sounds like some amazing programs that you guys are developing out there, and I know you've got plans to continue to grow and expand. We do have to wrap up a little bit, but, we end every show with a little bit of fun. We always like to kick into the weekend having a little bit of a good time. We do some trivia. Do you guys, are you interested in trivia at all? Do you want to stick around and play with us?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'll play.
Fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun. Big T will join us when we get back. This is SCVI and I Lead Schools Eye on the Valley. I'm your host, Matt Watson. We will be right back on your hometown station, KHTS.
Once heart attack symptoms begin, delaying treatment increases the risk of heart damage, disability, and even death. Time is critical. Leading the Valley with the most advanced digital technology and treatment times that beat national best practice goals, Providence offers emergency coronary angioplasty and stenting performed by highly trained board-certified cardiologists. For more information, call 1-888-HEALING. The road to healing leads to Providence.
Save water and save money. SCV Water wants to help you find your fit and take advantage of conservation rebate programs that will help you save. Water your landscape more efficiently. Replace your lawn with water-wise plants. Conduct free in-home water surveys. Cover your swimming pool and more. Find the programs that fit your needs and start saving today. Visit conserve.yourscvwater.com to learn more.
That's conserve.yourscvwater.com.
Join the Canyon Theater Guild for in-person workshops for children up to 17 years old this summer. Kids become their favorite fairy tale characters in Character Matters: Return to the Fairy Tale Advice Council. Juniors take to the high seas in Dave the Brave and the Pirateers, facing crocodiles, sirens, and the notorious pirate Lady Legs. Be our guest with the stars and Disney's Beauty and the Beast Jr. Call 661-799-2702 or visit canyontheater.org.
Healthcare can be difficult if you're underinsured or have Medi-Cal. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center can help.
Services are available on a sliding fee schedule. The mission of the Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is to give the Santa Clarita Valley access to affordable, quality primary care. There are 3 locations to serve you: Canyon Country, Newhall, and Valverde. Go to sdfhc.org for more information and to find the location most convenient for you.
When you look at your child, you see so much. A creative spirit that surprises you every day. A little leader growing to discover who they are, what they love, and how they can make the world better. At SCVI, we see those same amazing things. Our tuition-free TK through 12 charter school provides boundless opportunities to think critically and imagine freely, with a learning program customized just for your child. Today, that means empowering your child to bring strengths and passions to the distance learning environment. Our approach keeps your child and family in step while online, inspiring your learner to keep growing without missing a beat. At SCVI, your child will find even more ways to grow with projects and activities in STEAM, robotics, theater, music, and sports. With the only international baccalaureate program in Santa Clarita, SCVI produces graduates who excel at top universities and in life. For enrollment information or to learn more about our distance learning program, visit ileadsantaclarita.org. iLead Schools. Free to think, inspired to lead.
Your hometown station, KHTS.
Welcome back. You're listening to KHTS, your hometown station, 98.1 FM and 1220 AM. This is SCVI and iLead Schools Eye on the Valley. I am your host, Matt Watson. And now, well, before we get to that, I just want to acknowledge and thank so much Ingrid Moon and Cordy Dwyer from SCVI. They're running the Career and Technical Ed program at SCVI, providing tremendous options for our students there at SCVI Charter School. But now, it is time for Big T's 5 Minutes of Fame. You all know Big T. He is a longtime resident and leader in the Santa Clarita Valley. He's an executive and a philanthropist. He is the quintessential family man and community member, and today he comes to us fresh off of a trip down in the West Texas town of El Paso, where he fell in love with a Mexican restaurant. He is Mom's favorite. Big T, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Doing well, Maddie. How about you?
Doing great. Doing great. I've explained to my guests, Ingrid and Cordy are going to stick around for trivia. They are going to join us. Patty, would you do me a favor? Can you keep score for us today?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. They know the rules. They know how to buzz in. They're going to use their name as their buzzer. Those of you that are playing along at home, skip the buzzer and just shout out the answer when you know it. You don't have to play by the rules. All right? Big T, let's do it.
Awesome. Let's roll. We got some classic cartoon trivia this morning, a little bit of baseball, maybe some 90s movies quotes depending on time, but let's kick it off. What is the name of the bear in the Jungle Book?
Patty.
Patty.
That is Baloo.
That is correct, Baloo. From the movie Finding Nemo, what type of fish is Nemo?
Patty.
Oh.
Patty.
Clownfish.
Clownfish is correct.
Patty's quick on the buzzer
Same
today.
movie. Yeah. Same movie. Who was the voice of Dory?
Patty.
Cordy.
That was Ellen DeGeneres.
Wow.
Patty, then Cordy. Good.
I'm not strong.
I know my Disney and Pixar.
True or false?
Patty.
Yosemite's... Patty.
Okay, I forgot to warn you guys about this.
True.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yosemite Sam's name was taken from a national park.
What was taken from a national park?
Cheater.
No more true false, Maddie. Let's
Okay.
get away from that.
Yeah, thanks.
In National Lampoon's Wacky Races, what is the name of Dick Dastardly's sidekick dog?
Patty.
Come on.
Patty.
Muttley.
That is correct.
I watch a lot of cartoons. I'm sorry.
Slowpoke Rodriguez is a cousin of what
Frogger.
cartoon mouse?
Frogger.
Frogger.
Whew, that would be Speedy Gonzales.
That's a good one.
That is correct.
Man.
What is the name of Yogi Bear's companion?
Patty.
I think I got Patty first.
That is Boo Boo.
Boo Boo Bear.
Hey, Ingrid, Cordy, how you guys doing?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're doing great.
Patty, could you do me a favor and
guys
turn
are
up their
fine.
volume a little bit?
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Yes, thank you. Who was the voice of Shaggy?
Patty.
Scooby-Doo. Patty.
Casey Kasem.
That's correct. Nice pull, Patty.
Tony, did you say you had baseball trivia
in
too?
real life, Patty. You're like a genius.
Yeah.
Right?
Stop. This is the one time I'm ever good.
Baseball. Where did the Braves play before they played in Atlanta?
Frogger.
Frogger.
Was it St. Louis?
Incorrect. There's currently a team there now. Midwest. Milwaukee.
Oh, the Milwaukee Braves. That's right.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Where did the Dodgers play before they played in LA?
Frogger.
Oh, I could answer
Patty.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. What was the name of the ballpark that they played in?
Frogger.
Frogger.
Ebbets Field.
Perfect. What were the Astros called before the Astros? The Colt 45s.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, I knew that.
Sorry. I mean, I was gonna say the trash cans, but I mean that's what they are now.
Right.
The cheaters?
The cheaters. There we go. There we go. Cordy, you are our new favorite guest on Eye on the Valley.
Absolutely. So this season, one of the hardest hit balls from exit velocity was hit by a player that has also thrown the ball over 100 miles an hour from the pitching mound. Frogger.
You're talking about Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani from the
show.
Angels.
The show.
All right, baseball terminology. What does batting around mean?
Frogger.
Frogger.
That's when the entire 9-man lineup gets a chance to bat during a half inning.
That is correct. And the leadoff hitter comes back up again a second time. What does striking out the side mean?
Patty.
I got Frogger first, Patty. Sorry.
So it's striking out 3 batters in a row.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. How many batters in a perfect game would a pitcher face?
Frogger.
Oh, my.
Frogger.
It's 27. Cordy, Ingrid, come on. You got to be quick.
Well, I was
No, I'm so slow.
Math? You giving me math?
All right.
You're keeping
what
score,
does
right, buddy?
RBI stand for?
Frogger.
Ingrid.
I'm going to pass to Ingrid.
Frogger.
Go.
Oh,
Ingrid.
you're so funny. Runs batted in.
Boom.
Outstanding. And Ingrid, bonus point. Is it RBI? Is it RBIs? Or is it RSBI?
Well, we say
Either
RBI.
one of them is correct. RBI is good.
I mean,
Same thing. Is
grammatically speaking, it should be RSBI, but that would be dumb.
That would be dumb. Yes, bonus point for Ingrid.
Exactly. All right, some 90s movies. Hasta la vista, baby. Name
Patty.
the movie.
Terminator. Terminator 2, actually.
Terminator 2 is correct.
Patty, you've been
you can't
taking your
handle
ginkgo
the truth.
biloba, haven't you?
Yeah.
Cordy.
A
Few Good Men.
Outstanding. Good job. On the board. There's no crying in baseball.
Frogger.
Cordy.
Frogger.
I'm still stuck on A Few Good Men. A League of Their Own.
A League of Their Own is good.
Love that movie.
I'm going to go to the little nun's room, Nosy.
Cordy. Sister Act?
Outstanding. Good pull.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
I love that
Patty,
movie.
this is a movie quote. This is not directed at you. You're killing me, Smalls.
Patty.
Cordy.
Patty, then Cordy.
Well, of course it's a Sandlot.
The Sandlot. All right.
Oh.
Cordy.
Patty?
Cordy.
Dazed and Confused.
Good pull.
I was just going to say Matthew McConaughey.
Right, exactly. Anywhere, anytime, yeah.
Yeah.
You're my girl, Jenny.
Frogger. That's Forrest. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. To Infinity and Beyond.
Patty.
Cordy.
Patty.
That's Toy Story.
More cartoons.
Toy Story is correct.
Yeah.
Houston, we have a problem.
Cordy. Apollo 13.
Very good. That'll do, Pig. That'll do.
Cordy.
Ingrid.
Cordy.
Oh,
Babe.
Good pull.
Hey, Big T.
Babe.
Big T, that'll do.
Also
That'll
my
do.
favorite movie.
We do have to wrap it up. Checking the score. Patty just absolutely dusted us on this one, but Ingrid and Cordy made a valiant comeback toward the end. That is all the time that we have for today, friends. I want to thank owner of Gilchrist Farm, Monica Gilchrist, Cordelia Winter-Dwyer, and Ingrid Moon from SCVI, Big T, producer Sarah, engineer Patty, and thank you for listening. Stick around for Phil Nordella and Taylor. They're coming right up. Join us again next week, 8 to 10 a.m. every Friday. This is Matt Watson on SCVI and iLead Schools' Eye on the Valley on your hometown station, KHTS.